Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool. Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions. What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it. Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide. Only one more now. If you have the heart for it. Did you see that hoity-toity cleric? He went through the graveyard and down into the catacombs. Clerics speak of some nonsense called kindling, used to feed bonfires. They're so bloody determined, they practically queue to explore the catacombs. Have you been to the ruins of New Londo below? Just head down the stairs and take the lift. It's certainly worth a visit. It was once an undead city. You may find a clue or two, unless the ghosts find you first. How did that silly sorcerer's apprentice end up? You know, the one always prattling on about Master Logan. He left for the undead burg, but never came back. Serves him right. If even old Big Hat can't make it out there, what chance does he have? I hope he enjoys his new life as a hollow. How did that raggedy old chum end up? You know, the one who idolized some godmother of pyromancy. He left for Blight Town, but never came back. Whereas most flee from sickness, he dives right in. Well, nothing will harm him once he goes hollow. That cleric was spared? I never know what the gods are thinking. How did that nutty sorcerer make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened. How did that old man make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened. Don't you ever think to forge your weapons? Perhaps you haven't heard of Andre. Visit him in the old church, in the forest behind the undead church. Perhaps you haven't heard of Andre. You really need to find him, unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments. Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass, the firekeeper? She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant. Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. Oh my, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbour is only human, after all. What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it. Oi, hold on. Don't tell me. Have you been cursed? Oh, woe is the undead who's cursed on top of it all. Harsh times indeed. No, I'm sorry. Here, let me share a nice tip. Long ago I was told of a remedician who resides in New Londo. Does he really exist? Well, go and find out for yourself. But don't blame me if he's just an apparition. Oi, did you see him? Big Hat Logan, the legendary sorcerer, in the flesh. This place is simply mad. Legendary heroes popping up left and right. They're making me feel quite inadequate, to be honest. Did you see her? That virtuous little maiden, complete with followers in tow? They're probably going straight to pillage graves. I've heard enough about Milady for a lifetime. What absolute rubbish, eh? Did you hear about the maiden? The virtuous lass came back alone, and in absolute tatters. Did her followers die, or was she abandoned? Who knows? But I suppose we've heard the last from Milady. That maiden? She's shuffled off somewhere. I believe to the undead church. These ruins were probably too awkward for her. Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy. It snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. You again? There's nothing to speak about, really. Oh, actually, something strange did happen. That crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man curled up in a ball. Stranger things have happened, right? No, maybe not. What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone. Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen. Ow! What in the... Oh, stop that! Oi! Lousy rat! You have some nerve. I may be crestfallen, but I'm not defenseless, you rascal. You will soon regret this. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think you've done me a favour. Now that's just embarrassing. How'd you let me do that to you? Don't you ever think to forge your weapons? You'd better find a smith box soon, unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments. Don't you ever repair your weapons? You just need the right tools, or some powder. If you keep swinging those scraps around, you'll be mistaken for a hollow.